Welcome back to the channel. I'm Oliver Phil. Got real busy here as we went towards Christmas, and I just got back from a small snowmobile trip, and it was a good time. It was nice to get away, but now I got to get some more stuff done before the new year starts. So first things first, I got to get a new throttle control on the air compressor in the service truck. I think it's a Conrader bullwhip, they call it. Mine broke. We'll get this one replaced, and then got a couple things to do. Got to bring in a Toro Dingo that needs to have the hydraulic valves taken apart and rebuild them, remove all the spools, change O-rings. I think one of the O-rings has come dislodged, making one of the levers stiff, which kind of gets dangerous, which I'll show you. And then got a loader tractor to get running so I can use it down at the other farm. So let's get started. All right, this bullwhip just goes from here up to my throttle control, and I need to move the air filter box out of the way. And this thing broke on me right in the middle of a little bit of snow that we were getting, and it was cold. Keep hopping up here, building air, jumping back down. Let's get this going here. I think I replaced this last, probably back in 2012. So it's not a big deal. I'll show you guys here. So it comes from right here. That's your air control, comes over here, loops around, and hooks right here to throttle control, which I always like to make sure is lubed up. So I'm going to lube that up too. All right, let me get you moved and get some tools. All right, so we got some tools here. See if I can't get this changed and go from there. This throttle control comes over here to the unloader valve, and that's what tells the compressor when to kick on and kick off between a certain amount of pressure. And what it uses is this bullwhip to raise the throttle up to get it to there. So you need this. There's multiple styles of bullwhips and lengths, and this is just happens to be the one that this has had on it for a long time. Broken. Need to get a Phillips screwdriver there. I need to get my screwdriver. Need to get Oliver Phil's Phillips screwdriver. Oh, if I could only reach it. Oh my goodness. Got it. Okay, and as close as I could get to Oliver Green. So we'll loosen this guy up here. Gonna have to move the old camera. Let's see here. So the cable fits underneath there. Oh, let's open up this bag. Not necessarily a bunch of exciting stuff today, but stuff I need to get done nonetheless. All right, got some thread sealant or tape. Go over here. These pliers are awesome, or great, I mean. Wouldn't call them awesome, but Nip-X. Better than a crescent wrench for the most part. Out with the old. Tried to get just the cable, but the whole thing, with how long it went, you just replaced the whole thing. Let's see if I can do this. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I've been trying to do a lot of different odds and ends stuff to the truck so I have more of what I need on it. And it's been going good. Let's move you back around here. Gonna run that up here. Bring it around. I did not get that loose enough yet. Gonna make me take the whole thing out, I think. Here's an idea. There we go. We'll get this at least a little part of the way snug. We got a new screw and hardware, little spacer here. Smooth here on the shoulder so that bushing can pivot on this cable. Alright, put that down through. Oh! And this is a new nylock nut because technically these are a one-time use. I've used them more than once, but it's risky. Just gotta hold your tongue right there and drop the nut into who knows where. Good Lord. You wonder how far it can go. Oh, come on. Get it caught between here and get this plate. Oh, I picked my favorite light. As soon as you put it down, it shuts off. Okay. We got things to do. Let's get this done. You're not cooperating. I think we got it now. Easy, don't. I'm hitting your camera. Let's see if I can get the box stand in there. All right, she's snug. Now I need to set this cable. So that's out. Oh, it's in, so I'm gonna go here. We're gonna try it. Because that should be full throttle, and then it should kick it out, which would take it to idle. So let me see if that's gonna work. And it tells you when starting, you want to have this unloader up to where it is unloaded. They say when it's in the loaded position, it can put a little extra strain on that starter, so I flip it up. All right, let's see here. Fuel on, choke. Always a good idea to make sure. We'll top that off, but it's in there. And actually, try it there. Looks like it's working great, or good enough. There's popping the unloader here. Moves the cable, which I'd like it to. Okay, just making sure that it moves seems to move easy. Cable almost could need to be straightened out a little more. Let me try that, hang on. Alright, I moved my cable over to here to get a better shot at it. See how this goes. Alright, well, I'm going to get it all put together and we'll see how that goes. I can always come back up and fine tune it, but looks like she'll do the trick. Come around here and I'll probably secure this cable maybe to the cover screw there. So nothing fancy, let's get rolling. Alrighty, air compressor out of the way, moving on to loader tractor. Farmall Super M, and this is a Louisville tractor. I had stopped down a while back to check on it, and I noticed that it did not have good spark from sitting, so that's probably what I'm going to mess with. And as you can see, this wire is in desperate need of repair, and that is probably not the only issue. So this light, I love these Cyclops lights, get them on Amazon, but this is the only one out of the 17 million of them that I have that must have something loose inside, because it flickers, or if I stick it on something, it shuts off. I'm gonna get another light and be right back. Okay, that light's better. So even though it has ran with this wire before, I'm gonna go ahead and get it changed, because I got one. Well, I should. Take that back. I think I got everything I need with me. And then I'll pull the points out. Get them nice and clean. We have a slight warm-up coming for about 6 to 10 days, which I'd rather just get cold and freeze and stay that way. The cooling down and warming back up over and over again just makes everything so muddy. I don't like it. And if you got livestock, it makes it worse. Yeah. A lot of these parts are still original. I'll show you the points cover. Still says IH right there. No more than it does. And again, I had come down already and messed with this, knowing that it didn't have spark, so I just now getting back to it. All right. There we go. Get in here. Snug that down. Bring it up here. And snug this down. And hope when we get this all going, we got a good battery in here. One thing about multiple tractors is you got multiple batteries, multiple sets of tires, all kinds of stuff to keep track of. And I'm bringing you along. I got just a bunch of odds and ends to kind of get going, so might as well make a video. Okay. Now, let's get inside here. That don't look bad. Let me see if I can move you to a better spot. All right, not sure you can get a great view there, but good enough view. So what I would like to do is go ahead and yank out the points and let me take a look at them. See what size that's going to be. Of course, it's already loose. That don't help. And with any luck, you should only have to loosen it, because otherwise they'd make that real convenient for it to drop. So don't go crazy with that one and drop it. See about getting the other side off. This one you got to take all the way off. Okay. Now I was able to catch that screw. Now let me go clean these up real quick. All right. Got them cleaned up a little bit. And then putting this one piece back in, I'll use this guy here to hold this screw. So you twist the end. Put it in here, and when you twist, it locks in and holds it. Kind of a mechanic helping hand here. It's just to get it started. It isn't to really wrench on it. And yes, we're going to have to sit the gap. Let's see here. There we go. See if that screw is loose enough to get started there. Okay. Plenty cold. I like the warm-ups for when you're working on equipment outside. Okay. Now, I already have the points on the high ridge here. Let me grab my feeler gauges here. One second, go get them. Okie dokie, so we have the distributor turned around where it's on the cam that'll push the points open. We'll set my feeler gauge in here. Can almost see. All right. Moved a little on me. All right, looks good. That'll work. So, let's see. I can turn the gas on. This ain't been started in a while. See if we have battery power here. All right, we do. Turn the ignition on here. See if we get any spark. I hear it. But it is weak. I do not even. Looks like a pretty weak spark. I will check. I'm gonna get my meter. Okay, threw the cap on, and I'm gonna check battery voltage here. I think we're gonna need to jump it, but as the battery wants to die fairly quickly. But let's see what initial battery voltage is. 11.76. So looking at this, it does look like it was got the 12-volt battery in it, so there must be a resistor up under here. See if I can't move you to see it. Yeah, right here is the resistor. I'm gonna see, I'm gonna turn the ignition on here. Which the ignition switch is a little shaky. See where I can get the meter to see something. All right, there's 5.2, so that's with it on. So let's see about checking spark. I haven't pulled any plugs out. I don't know the condition of them. Again, like I said, this has been sitting. Try to limit the, see if we can't bring it here. See if I can get you here in a spot that it won't fall. Okay. See if we end up losing battery power. I got just a little bit of spark there, and now we're losing battery power. So I'm gonna get this battery charged up and take a quick peek at these spark plugs. All right, so I got the tractor pulled further back out of the shed so I can get my truck on it. And I'm going to take a peek at these while it's charging, because we're losing voltage, and you got a 6-volt coil, 12-volt battery that's weak, and it's got a lot of different things fighting me to try to get it started. Whee! Little bit of carbon on them, but nothing crazy. I'll get them brushed, and I'll set these at probably 25 thousandths. These are Champions. Not a big fan of Champion, but that's all right. Let me get these cleaned up, put back in. Right. By no means are they new. Probably go ahead and get a set while we're out. But these should make it run. Okie dokie. There's the other guy. There we go. Let's see here. 1, 3, 4, 2. So 1, 3, 4, and 2. Alrighty. See what kind of luck our battery's having right now. Definitely better on the battery. So let me turn the ignition on and we'll get some fresh gas in her here in a minute. I think she wants to run. Alrighty. See, I think we just had too much working against us. And we got her going now. See if see how the loader does. I'm not a big fan of the 33A loader, but it sure beats a shovel. But I usually mostly use it for lifting. So we'll use it now to load a blade up, see how it does. Let me get some gas in it, and I'll catch you right back. Alright, so replace the one wire, clean and gap the plugs, clean the points, and had a low battery, and I topped off the gas and she's running. She's charging, she's happy. The trip loader works. See the old trip mechanism? Pretty simple. So I will get the battery cover on it and we'll see what it can do. So, not a bad tractor to get some stuff done with. So what I'm trying to do here is get this plow flipped up and loaded into the truck. So it's kind of been a homemade deal. Not too bad of a job, but just what you need to push snow. That's about it. Does look like it still pivots here in the middle, so you can angle it. So we'll see. Maybe try it out. Let me get you somewhere where I can play with some chain. Over here on my 253 disc, maybe. Looks like a decent spot. All right, take two. Okay, that worked out. Don't want to take any stone with me. Stone's not cheap. Nice, not too bad. Yeah, still angles. Just needs a grease gun, right? The old fence row plow. Now I need to rehook it. Set it down. Try a different angle. I do not have the crane on my service truck yet, which that process has begun. I have a little bit more to do before I can start that mounting process. And I will do a video of that. Okay. See how this works. It worked in my head. Alright. I think this could work. Lower that down a little bit so we don't take out the grill. We'll see you over here. It's in. Sorry about that. My camera moved. I hope you saw some of that. New magnetic base I'm trying. This will work. Alrighty, loaded enough. Let's get her put away.